a hard act to follow, Art. Brethren, I'm truly humbled to receive the Myer Fryberg Award. It is simply an honor to be mentioned in the same breath as our previous recipients, Richard G. Jones, past master, our long time secretary, S. Robert Wagner, past master, our lodge treasurer, Gil Stein, our trustee and former treasurer, Bob Horn, our past district deputy grand master, Norm Fox, all the other recipients, and especially Bart Davis, past master, our ritual instructor, my mentor, and one of my closest friends. The great Mason who this award is named after, Myer Fryberg, should also be remembered. And all the other recipients who are no longer with us, especially someone who also mentioned me, Norman Freeman, past master. I can only hope to serve the lodge with the zeal and hopefully longevity that these great men have done. Our worshipful master, Dick Jones, once told me, whatever you put into the lodge, you will get out of it. Dick, your words could not be more true. Because when I came into the lodge, especially when I got back in the chairs, although some would find it hard to admit it, I was a very quiet person at that time. I can still remember the first meeting I sat at. I was put in as acting junior warden, and I was told to say something at the end of the meeting. And Bart sat next to me and said, just say, it was a good meeting, worshipful master. I was terrified. It wasn't much long after that that I started to come out of my shell. Since then, I had the honor of speaking at the Grand Lodge in the Warden Seminar, as Bart said, but also, a greater honor, was talking in front of our lodge during my 2 years and now since. And now my brethren will now tell you, my brothers will tell you, that I literally can't keep my mouth shut. But seriously, just from the speaking part alone, I gained so much from being in the chairs, and that I can never give back. Aside from giving me this ability to speak in the audience, it is giving me so many close friends. These Masons' ages range from their 20s through their 80s. They are of different faiths and of different creeds. I am proud to say that I'm a Mason because nowhere else in the world would I ever have this happen. I also had the pleasure of traveling the line with Brother Rich Heath, past master, who I still today can't get out of my head when I call him. I say, worshipful master, when I call him on the phone. Rich and I traveled the line together in our lodges. We're now members of each other's lodges, and I think our lodges have truly benefited from each other, which is a valuable gift just from being in the line together. My friendship with Bart Davis is another close relationship that I have developed moving through the chairs. As I stated before, Bart is my mentor. He was my sounding board for 2 years, and he's also been there for anything I have ever needed. I'll never forget Bart because on my wedding night, I was just learning the ritual at that time, and it was towards the end of the evening. Bart pulled me aside and asked me a couple Masonic questions about ritual. Now, I had it, and I knew it, but he said, I'll never forget him till this day because of that. But Bart, I'll never forget you for so much more than that. Bart, thank you for your friendship and for everything that you've done for me. The lodge has also helped me strengthen my family bonds. The lodge gave me the honor of bringing my brother Barry Felcher into the lodge and participating in his degrees. Giving my father, Ed Felcher, his first 2 degrees, and my father-in-law, Barry Oppenheim, some of his Masonic degrees. Having my father-in-law in the lodge as an officer, as my senior deacon, and yes, Dad, my yes man, for 2 years.
Am I still fired?
Yes, you're fired. Was a thrill to me. But more importantly, the lodge did something for me that I can never give back. The lodge strengthened my relationship with Barry. Where Barry is much more than my father-in-law, he is a very close friend. And that's because of our lodge, serving the line and being together the whole time. And he's also been there for anything that I've ever needed. Serving the lodge of the Worshipful Master was one of the highlights of my life, aside from my children being born and getting married. I enjoyed all the activities and programs that we shared together. When I look back, even today brings such a smile to my face. I am proud of what we accomplished, because I stress we, because without us, there is no Worshipful Master, and nothing could have been accomplished. I don't need to tell you what a great lodge and what a great group of men we have. We are a harmonious lodge. We don't argue, we don't bicker, and we proudly do not have contested elections. We can't continue to have a great lodge in the future without a lot of hard work. We need to continue to bring great men into Freemasonry and make them so much better. If we can accomplish this in the future, we will continue to grow, and I will be an old man someday standing up here and saying, I remember way back when our lodge was somewhat good, but now we're even better. Before I want to finish, I want to thank my biggest supporter, my best friend and beautiful wife, Dana. Dana, none of this would have been possible without you. There were many nights when I wasn't home, and you had to put Shana to bed. During my 2 years of Worshipful Master, Dana tolerated the phone always attached to my ear because the brothers were always calling. The phone would always simply ring during dinner time, or sometimes in the middle of the night. Dana tolerated my countless nights in front of the computer, working on the website, or doing programs, or whatever. Brethren, please assist me in thanking my wife. I would not be here tonight if it was not for her. And lastly, I want to thank my family for coming here tonight. First, my wife Dana and our 2 children, Shana. Come on.
Shana, go up there.
Now she's shy. My new baby Rebecca. My parents are here, Edward and Maxine Felcher. Also Barry and Vicki Oppenheim and Rita Roy. And all of you, my friends. Thank you.
What?
Michael, it is with distinct pleasure that I present you the Myer Fryberg Award. You turn around so I can read it. Okay? It's just great to be able to do that.
Thank you, Dick.
Now, to continue on with the evening, anybody that's interested in making bids on the silent auction, please go over and